Welcome back to The Walking Dead. We're starting off with...
What do you want?
Excuse
this
me.
weirdo.
You guys were the ones calling out and making a racket the other way. That's for hello. So as we can all agree, I
Kind of
wasn't
funny,
attacking.
kind of entertaining.
For now, you guys are real, right?
Is that supposed to be a joke?
I don't know. I mean, I never hallucinated before, but there's a first time for everything. Maybe I am hallucinating. This is wild.
Hey,
Yumiko's like, I do
Dennis,
not
is
have
you
time
out
for
here?
this
Did I
bullshit
already
right
tell
now.
you that? You can call me princess.
Why princess?
Because
Okay,
queen
princess.
makes me sound old and pretentious. Whoa! Let me show you guys around. We got plenty of space for you to chill out.
I like the
put your
enthusiasm, you
feet
know?
up. Y'all need supplies?
It's nice.
You need food?
no wait.
Yeah, not a gun in the middle of the city. Ah, wow. Alrighty then. Well, this is basically the season finale, considering the actual season finale just got delayed into nobody really knows. So I hope it's a good one.
She offered to help. Why don't we take her up on it?
She doesn't really seem like she could actually help you find the horses if you're
Absolutely not.
What could it hurt?
just based on first impressions.
Anyone alone for this?
You can have it.
Very cooperative.
I know where to find more guns anyway.
So there.
Really,
The garage.
that is
Right,
actually
yeah,
very
of course.
handy.
All those
Transportation
in the
and
market for a new
guns.
set of wheels, follow
If she can
me.
pull through, then she might just be like the most useful character this whole season. Okay, so Beta and the Horde just breached the walls of Alexandria. What the hell? Okay, so I'm assuming they left the gates open and let them take the place because they have some sort of other plan. Why wouldn't they show us that? That seems weird. Did they show us that and I missed it? It's cute. Oh, good. They get to meet up again. Like, I feel like there's a scene I missed where Alexandria knew they were coming. Oh no. He's like, I don't know, maybe. Don't look again, don't look again, don't look again. At least wait a little bit longer.
The Guardians. Good walk.
Aww. Is this just a wild cat that showed up? Judith? Yeah, what are you doing out here by
you doing?
yourself?
I'm fine.
You do this with me, you're gonna do everything I say. You're gonna stay right next to me. All right?
Promise.
All right.
Oh, it's bring your kid to work day. It's so cute.
How much longer do you reckon?
Almost there.
This is a waste of our time.
So what?
It'll be worth it. Don't worry.
It better be, princess.
Please watch your step.
Why? What's in the ground? Are there fucking, like, landmines in the ground? Damn.
Did walkers eat it?
No, I probably just stepped on one of the mines.
It's
What
mines. That's
Do you
great.
particularly mean by the term mines?
Oh, fuck.
I'm so sorry, Kelly, for everything.
She's not dead. She's not.
She better not be. She fucking better
It was
not be.
Because she's so tough. It was my superpower.
How ironic now that she's going to be in the Marvel movies. So, oh, there's Dog.
I
Haven't seen Dog in
I don't
forever.
think you've eaten anything today.
Most of us wish he had died too.
It's true. Oh, alright, that's it.
Mine placement, which could lead to a cascade.
What's a cascade?
Where it sets off more than one.
Chain reaction. You don't want to be stuck in the middle when more of these puppies start popping off.
Is it just a little group of walkers or some whisperers? I would guess whisper. Oh, yep, that's definitely a whisperer right there. Okay. Nice, Daryl.
It was Most certainly Fleetwood Drive. I remember seeing the sign and saying to myself, Granddaddy used to drive a Fleetwood.
So they went in a
Led us
circle.
around all day when we could have walked straight here.
Is that true? Yumiko.
You better tell us what you're up to, and maybe I'll leave you here alive.
Okay. I am sorry.
Alright, so she is just a little bit cuckoo, but
I have an all too familiar sense of how you feel.
yeah, pretty much the same situation, just on a bigger or smaller scale. Oh, hello there. Having fun dying.
Does he know where we are?
I mean,
Is she telling the truth? I don't know. I would have done the same thing. Sorry. This dude is absolutely lost his fucking mind. Oh no, not the cat. What in the fuck? It's freaky as hell.
We gotta leave now.
Yeah, time to get moving. Oh shit. Oh, poor girl. She may have had a crazy mom, but can't help who you love.
I wish I had done things better. But I guess my people skills are pretty rusty.
Well, that's something we're gonna have to work on then.
Yeah,
I
fuck
was
it.
coming over
Come
here
with
to
us.
see if you wanted to join us.
Like what?
Well,
You know
Aw,
the area,
it's
so.
kind of sweet.
do we have enough time to grab stuff from my stash?
So many sweet moments in this episode, and I love these scenes between Judith and Daryl.
No, kiddo.
Oh no. Well, shit. And that's the last thing we get to see for another, at least a few more months. Like, damn, that fucking sucks. I think the episode was alright. It wasn't how the previous season went, which I prefer storytelling wise. Last season, the 15th episode, was basically the big climax of the season. And then the finale was kind of just a wind down and then setting up some things for the next season, which I think is really the better way to go. Game of Thrones kind of had that format as well, and it just works better in my opinion. It gives the story a little bit of time to breathe and process things that are happening, and then it also doesn't drag the inevitable climax out to the very end of the season. And to be fair, there have been a few climaxes this season, so they kind of get a pass on that one. But I think I'm just salty because this stupid ass coronavirus stuff means that we're not going to get the actual finale for a pretty long while. And on top of that, that means the next season of The Walking Dead will also be delayed considerably because they're not able to be filming anything right now, so this blows. But we again had another episode of build-up and setting things up for this big climax to happen between main heroes and the Whisperers and our little rogue squad of people going off to go meet with Stephanie. And I do really wish we got a little bit more forward momentum in this episode, especially because we have such a long wait now. But I do realize that they had no way of knowing that there was going to be this huge gap in between this episode and the finale. So again, I can't really fault them for it, but it still is a huge drag on the audience. The new character, Princess, she's still a little iffy for me. I'm not sure if I genuinely find her funny and endearing, or if she's like almost a little too cringy, but it almost seems like a kind of self-aware cringy, so I'm okay with it, I think. I don't really know. I need to see a little bit more of the character for me to make a decision there. Right now I'm leaning on I like the character, but I don't know. As for the storyline in this episode, it was definitely the weakest one, because it's literally her just leading them around on a merry chase for nothing, until finally at the end she's like, oh yeah, I could have got you here real quick. It was definitely just let's introduce this new character, look how funny and quirky she is. And I feel like they could have done a better job with the introduction of a new character like this. Next best little storyline I think is with Alden and Aaron as they're spying on the Horde, making their moves through Alexandria and through the woods and everything. I'm not really sure why those two got stuck on that duty, but they got put in serious harm's way. And as everyone probably expected, they got caught at the end, which means we're either in for a little hostage situation in the finale, or we're gonna see those two really fuck it up. So either way, could be interesting. The next best storyline had probably the best scene in the whole episode, but it was so short compared to all the screen time of everyone else that I can't really call it my favorite of the episode. That scene between Kelly and Carol was really well done. I think both the actors really brought their A game in that scene. And it was also really nice to see that Kelly doesn't hold a grudge against Carol about what happened, because she's really confident that Connie is alive. I'm actually pretty confident that Connie is alive too, but I would still be pretty mad at her because she's definitely not had it easy for however long she's been down there now. Next best storyline I think was Judith and Daryl's. It was very endearing, and quite sad to see Judith struggling with all this just because she wants everything to go back to normal and have Michonne and her brother and everyone back at home. And now she knows that she might possibly be getting her dad back, or she might have just lost her mom too. So she's really struggling with a lot, and I think for such a young actress, she played that very well. And it's also really nice seeing, you know, Uncle Daryl having a heart-to-heart with Judith. It was really sweet. And surprisingly, I think the best storyline of the episode was between Lydia and Negan. Just the realness of how he says he kind of liked her and how she hated her, but she can't fully commit to any of those feelings because it's her mom. It was just some really heavy stuff, and once again, both the actors really brought their A game and sold that final scene when she kind of explodes on him. Overall, I give the episode an 8 out of 10. It was pretty good, but, you know, could definitely be better. Like I said, I wish there was just a little bit more forward storytelling. Like I said, this was a lot of setup, and they, of course, ended it on, well, I was gonna say we'll go down as the greatest cliffhanger on this show, but I don't think anything will ever top wanting to know who Negan killed in the lineup. But this is definitely up there, especially because no one knows exactly when that next episode is coming out. It's just delayed. My money's on at least 3 to 4 months away, but it could be much longer. So that's gonna do it for this show for, you know, like I said, at least a couple months until it comes back. So thank you all for watching and supporting during this crazy ass coronavirus nonsense, but on the plus side, it will end eventually. And that about does it. This better not be the last time we see each other. I'll be very upset.